Well, I can speak about my classroom. They, from day one, were absolutely hooked. The books from the unit we did were super, super engaging. It's kind of not a reader's workshop model, but like the literacy part of it it hooked them right away. There's an entire vocabulary part where, they have these bright, colorful, relatable images for vocabulary. And then there's a huge chunk that has kids with books in their hands talking to each other about literacy, talking to each other about stories, reading to each other.
And making connections. Not with just what we're doing, but like homeschool connections and things from their own life outside of the four walls.
And what Nikki said, it is kind of such a beautiful piece to our puzzle because like the routines and structures that I just randomly introduced in March or whenever we did it, I'm still using those, and I'm reaping the benefits from them. The turn and talk routine, and mind you, those are things I taught them in September. But the way this was laid out and how engaging it was, it made it so much easier. And now when I do reveal, I'm like, turn and talk to your partner about math. And they do it the same way. And I'm like holding on to something like, wow, this is permeating our entire day. So Hannah can add more, but the one thing that the biggest takeaway for me is we had planned, it was a lot of work and it was hard to kind of squeeze this into our already well-established routine, part of our year. But we got back from April vacation. Hannah and I planned it all out. We did like a 3-week unit that wrapped up before April vacation. So we get back from April vacation and they're looking at the class schedule and they're like, where's being a reader? And I'm like, because it went back to the other programs that we do, and that was our plan all along to kind of like
just trying it.
Yeah, it was just a trial, and they were devastated. They're like, but we're not gonna. What's our new words? And I'm like starting to sweat. Like, oh my god, like I'm getting grilled here. Like they
come up with something. Like, oh.
So just that alone should speak to the engagement of it. And then even today, we read a story, and it was something about the Great Wall of China, something. Little girl raises her hand. She's like, that's like the walled city in Fritz and the Beautiful Horses. And I'm holding on to furniture because I'm like, and they're like, Miss Michaud, we just need a text-to-text connection. I'm like, yeah, you did. I just am blown away.
Talking about it the whole year.
I know. You couldn't do that before. It took this touch of magic to really. I'm just like super, like I get goosebumps. I'm super excited about where this can lead. I think it goes beautifully, like Nikki said, with responsive classroom, with the portrait of a learner, which Nikki also had a huge hand in. I just see it as like the puzzle finally coming together, and it's very exciting.